I'm Charlotte and this is the School of Pattern Cutting. In this tutorial, I'm going to look at one of my favorite Dior darts and show you how to draft your own. What's really nice about this dart is a normal dart is sort of quite strong and it's right in the middle of your bodice. The Dior dart I'm going to show you, it basically really shortens the dart and moves your side seam forward. So it becomes very subtle and very flattering and sort of disappears from the bodice. So it gives you a really simple front, which is very elegant. So the way it looks is roughly from your notch on your armhole, which is also where my dart is, you go create a new seam. So you move your whole side seam forward. And then you create a really short little dart from that. So it's a really flattering little dart. Dior does lots of lovely darts. I'm probably going to do a whole series of sort of how you can create your darts. It's also great because it's sort of very vintage, but they reinterpret it every season. So whatever garments you want to make, whether it's mid-century inspired Dior or you want to look at some contemporary Dior, this dart is really essential. Let's have a look at how to draft the Dior dart. As always, I've taken my front bodice and I've traced around it and marked my notches, armhole and darts. And basically this is your normal dart position. And what we're going to create is a line down here. So we're bringing down the side seam from there and moving. You would then create side panels. You create a second side seam at the back and get rid of your original side seam. So you get a really nice sort of third roughly. And then also we're going to close that into a tiny dart. It's going to look really pretty and also move it away from the bust point. If you want to have a more sort of in detailed tutorial on darts, have a look at our free Darts Essential course, which gives you all the techniques and explains it in more detail. The first thing I want to do is actually get rid of this dart for now so I can work in this area. So I'm just going to cut these two open and move it out of the way. So I'm going to just move all my volume into the waist and I'm just going to tape it so I can untape it once I'm finished. So now I've got lots of space without any darts to work and create my new side seam. So I'm going to go from the notch because that's the point where your body turns from the front to the side. And the volume turns, so I'm going to mark it and I'm going to make it 90 degrees on my waist. So this is now, you can see this is still quite a long dart. So if you want it shorter, you could change it. But what I'm also going to do, what also looks much better when you're actually making a garment, is not to sew your dart to your bust point, because that's really going to draw attention to your bust point when you're wearing it. It looks a bit like Madonna when she's wearing Gucci. So instead, I'm going to move my bust point 2.5 centimeters away. So that way you still get the shaping, but it doesn't draw attention to your bust point, but it just gives you that lovely smooth and flatness at the front and then just have a bit of shaping at the side. So this is my new bust point once I'm finished. So what I'm now going to do is cut my new side seam. So I'm going to just create a notch and cut it apart. So you can see I've now got my new little side panel, which can then be joined to the same on the back. So again, you would draw a line from your center back notch to your waist and join the two side pieces together. And if you straighten this slightly, you can stick the two together and get a new side panel. What I need to do now is move my volume from the waist into my original dart. and then redraw the dart with the more flattering bust point. So I'm going to untape my piece. And now I'm just going to quickly redraw my bust dart. So you need to find the middle. And that's my new Dior inspired dart, which works well on any sort of dresses. It looks great in tops and A-line styles. The last thing you need to do is to finish it is add seam allowance everywhere. Can you also see how this is quite a weird shape? So that's how I just glued the dart shut. So what you might want to do is now refold your dart on the new lines. So you know you want it to look like this once it's finished. And then you cut your side off. And that's actually going to give you the shape of the garment. So the last thing you need to do, as always, is add seam allowance everywhere but the center front if it's unfold. Then make a trial of it on the dart, see how it fits, see where it points is where you want it out or in a bit, where that line is correct, and when you're ready to make your garments. Whatever you do, enjoy your drafting. If you have enjoyed this video and want to take your pattern cutting to the next level, please sign up to our free Darts Essential course. It has fantastic video tutorials and lots of diagrams. If you're interested, please click in the description below and sign up for free.